clip of what happened. So if we can pull up that clip, I want to show you. Here's what it looked like. Went through this wonderful, beautiful Christian woman. It's what it looked like when this cobra snake demon manifested.
Poison. Now, how do you inject poison in her? That poison in her. And how do you? Well, how do you do it? You do it supernaturally. You have to do it supernaturally. You're not doing it physically. In her dream. In her blood in the dreams.
So, exorcisms are still alive and well in the age of enlightenment when we have science. But we don't need science. Who needs science when we have religion? I just want to go back up the screen a bit. Somebody posted here about the Jezebel spirit. I have a question. Can dolls What? What you want to say? Oh no. Oh God. There we go. I have a question. I think I have a Jezebel. So are you a butch lesbian, schizophrenic, or dissociative identity disorder? Because that's what Bill Subritzky says that Jezebel controls. Yeah. Jezebel make me do stuff I don't want to do. I believe that would be a mental illness of some kind. Please seek help. Do not go to this scam artist, fraudster, whatever. Where's that one about dolls? I have so many demons inside of me. I used to too. I had thousands of them. God bless your cotton socks. Check out the inclined bed therapy. Here we go, here it is. I have a question. Can dolls control people? So you've got the secular conspiracy theory about dolls moving while the camera's filming them. Lots of those on ghost hunting sites. And then there's the paintings of the two children that cause the owners to commit suicide. So that's the secular conspiracy theories. There are Christian conspiracy theories. Obviously the one we all know about from Stephen Dollars is the Furbies. They're all demon possessed. They didn't have batteries in them. They didn't have a chip to make them talk. It was pure demon possession. I just want to finish off the week with a quick look back at Bill Subritzky. I have conquered my Shelby Spong thing. I don't know why. I used to get very angry at all those books I had in the previous video. I only bought them to get angry at them. I have no idea what that's about. I can't psychologically explain. Next. So the last thing I have to do is Bill Gothard, Woman Shouldn't Wear Pants, How to Beat Your Children, Bill Gothard. I'll put these onto a computer, How to Evaluate Music, a course for leaders. This is from when he was here in New Zealand with the Basic Life Principles workbook study seminar thingy we all signed up for back in the day at Victory Christian's Church. Beaumont Street, Auckland, go there! If you're demon possessed, stay away. Let's get back to Bill Subritzky. Sorry. Rambling. So yeah, I nearly threw this tape away. In the rain, I threw it down to the concrete. The tape survived. So I've uploaded the rest of it to my hard drive. For the purpose of a museum of Christian nonsense and conspiracy theories. Only for educational purposes? Yeah, why not? So let's finish this off with a bit of Bill. looking back at this, outside of being a fundamentalist, charismaniac, Pentecostal nuttiness person, Christian, unbeliever, demon-possessed, homosexual, this is now, with my new brain, this is now the most offensive thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, of course, I have to tell you this. The reason I collected those books and these videotapes was not to watch them, so I've never seen this before. It was so I could pass them on to sinners, and the sinners could read them and get saved. That's why I kept my little library with all my Ken Ham, Kent Hovind, all that creation stuff, and my creation magazines. Yeah, they're gonna go out one day. Still struggling with that one. No, I want to mock them, then I'll throw them. Okay, that's the idea.
Jezebel,
Go, Bill.
Antichrist,
What do you got to say to
Death
us?
and Hell. And I first came across Death and Hell when I began.
Sorry about the noise, but the tape was wet when I uploaded this to the hard drive. Stupid me.
To cast out demons, the words Death and Hell came to my mind.
So death and hell are demons, like Casper or little Lucifer, I think. Yeah, Casper's a ghost, not a demon. How dare you, blasphemer!
began to use them,
It's a friendly ghost.
and I saw tremendous manifestations. Now, I'm not suggesting that Antichrist, Jezebel, and God, and Death and Hell are the only strong. They're not.
The Antichrist is a demon. Okay.
But they are, I believe, the strongest, perhaps of the strong men referred to in Scripture.
All right. Blah, 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 blah,
The spirit of
blah, blah,
Jezebel means a mother-child religion.
Bill, that's Christianity. The Madonna and child, stolen from the Egyptian religions. Just thought I'd let you know.
Mother-child religion. And in pagan religion, there is a copy of the Christian situation of Jesus and the little, at least Mary and the little child. In pagan religion, you'll find exactly that copy.
Yeah, but the Egyptian religions came first, Bill. Just to let you know, the Babylonian religions came first. Mesopotamian, Canaanite. Why bring facts into this?
The devil always tries to anticipate. Now, the result of that is that schizophrenia is a Jezebelic tribulation.
Here we go. I wanted this. So many people telling me that Christians don't believe demons are the cause of heart attacks, lung cancer, mental illnesses. They don't believe in mental illnesses. And here's proof. So I'll only capture this a little bit. I just want to get this out of the way. People don't believe the stuff I tell them because it's so ridiculous. They think, how can people think that way? Well, this is how. Say it again, Bill. My hero.
In pagan religion, you'll find exactly that copy. The devil always tries to anticipate. Now, the result of that is that...
Oh, so he's saying the devil created the Egyptian mother-child. I've forgotten their name, sorry, it's in another video. In preparation for Mary and Jesus. Okay.
Schizophrenia is a Jezebelic tribulation which abounds in...
So, any schizophrenics watching this, throw your medication away. It's just a Jezebel spirit. Give your life to Jesus, and he will set you free from schizophrenia. Simple. Why didn't you think of that?
today. That's schizophrenia is often caused by this Jezebelic type of problem. And
So, screw the psychiatrists, get rid of them. Just exorcism. Come on, it worked with Ray, what was her name from the movie Exorcist? Regan, yeah, whatever.
And schizophrenia is often one of the hardest things to see people completely delivered from.
Delivered from schizophrenia. Oh, God. Yeah, oh, God. Oh, shit, that sparked a nerve there. Don't go see a psychiatrist, I was told. You just need Jesus.
And unless we know what we're up against, well, we have difficulty. What the Bible calls schizophrenia is double-mindedness.
Now this is where he's going to complicate or get mixed up schizophrenia with multiple personality disorder, which is now dissociation identity disorder, which is what I have, which is why I was thrown to the floor so many times at church and had demons cast out of me. Multitude. We are legion, for there are many of us. Oh my God. This is my old life revisited.
And that's in James 1:8, where it
Okay, schizophrenia is in the Bible, therefore.
speaks of the double-minded man.
Oh God, that doesn't even mean that, but never mind.
And he's always unstable. A double-minded person will never have stability.
Isn't that cognitive dissonance there, Bill? Like, yeah.
So frequently in a mother-child combination, this position occurs, the child in the person, the little child being another personality that comes to live in there.
So, schizophrenia is DID. Okay, cool. Throw out the DSM-5. Just burn it, get rid of it, and you just need Jesus.
The false person, this is the person who's who's in there, makes the other person feel weak and insecure.
Really? How the fuck do you know that?
So we often get this situation where the mother is dominant and the father is passive.
I thought that was the cause of homosexuality. Now you're confusing all sorts of stuff. I'm getting confused.
And Matthew 6:24 says, "No one will have two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he'll be loyal to the one and despise."
So as there's two masters, you're about to talk about a lady who had 23 multiple personalities. So where does it say 23 in that verse? Confused there, Bill, Bob, whatever your name is.
You cannot serve God and mammon. So when a person is under a strong Jezebelic influence, there's a double-mindedness comes in, there's a passivity comes in, and we then begin to find what we call an Ahab spirit comes in.
Who made all this up, man? That must have been on frickin' meth. Maybe they were schizophrenic.
If we look at
Don't joke about mental. I'm allowed to. I've been through all this crap. Over it.
Scripture, we find, for example, that Ahab was a weak-minded king. In 1 Kings 21 and verse 4.
Can you fast forward
there?
there?
His wife Jezebel. Now Jezebel restored heathen worship to Israel. Ahab was the king,
on that.
but he had the strong, dominated by their a weak-willed spirit that will submit to everything that the lady's talking about, or the man's own mother may have been the source of that situation. Now, that often leads to the manic-depressive situation.
Manic depression, I just can't get away. So mental illness is caused by demons. Please fire the mental health boards, psychiatrists, psychologists, everybody involved in this fake enterprise. Hans Wormhat. All psychiatrists are shills. They all work for NASA. Yeah.
And I'm indebted here to Harold Dewberry for making the point, and I believe it's so clear, that the manic-depressive situation is usually a situation where there's been a strong mother control.
I see. So medication won't help. It's a demon. Gotcha. Should make notes. Come on. This is important stuff, man.
Down the line, this Jezebelic spirit. And that means that there is a spirit of religion in the person. That's one part of the personality.
By the way, just a fair warning, just in case. Hinduism, Islam, Mormons, J-dubs, whatever, they all have the demonic spirit of religion. So everyone that's a Muslim, Mormon, whatever, are possessed. So that's you know, good 80% of the world's population. There must be billions of demons then.
So when that person comes to a meeting like this, they get on a tremendous high. That's the manic part of the personality.
I was never on a high when I went to these meetings. I was expecting to be set free. I wasn't on a high. You are on a high in a way because of the music.
Because it's a religious spirit, and Satan loves religion. So the person who goes on a great high, who's a manic depressive, in a meeting like this, has this religious spirit, then when they go out of it, a day or two later they just collapse, and a passive, depressed spirit comes to the top. And that's the real person.
So there's a spirit of depression. Is there a spirit of mania? Oh, that's a religion. Okay, I'm learning.
So in manic depression, we find this double-mindedness. And what needs to be done are the cords cut.
What needs to be done is people like you and Bob Larson and all the rest need to just pack up and go home. Yeah. It'll never happen. It's still going on today.
The Jezebelic spirit of control that have come through the generations. I'll deal with that in just a moment. Jezebelic men.
You know, the church always wondered why there weren't enough deliverance ministers going around the country of New Zealand. Imagine if there was. What a mess.
And delegate to their wives the responsibility of being prophet, priest and king over the male. Spirit has taken control.
Here we go.
Brings in this child of terror. And very frequently I find in ministry of deliverance, in very difficult cases, that there is a child spirit there. Now, psychologists have discovered this, and they call it another personality. In fact, if you looked at your paper some weeks ago, you may have noticed a case in America of a man who was up for rape. But he met this woman in a Central Park in New York, and some part of her, one of the personalities, because the court said she had 46 of them, one of the personalities
Sorry,
spoke to him
I made a mistake.
encouraged him to have
46,
sex with her,
not
went and had
43.
sex. And then another personality within her didn't like it. So it encouraged her to go and declare that she was raped.
Have you any idea what it's like for a little to come out while you're driving, dickhead? Pull over to the side of the road. No, it's demons. It's demons.
So this man was brought before the courts, and they swore on the Bible, they got 23 of these personalities to swear they would tell the truth. Fancy getting demons to swear they would tell the truth. Because
Yeah, so that was my struggle for a decade. I won't name them because I don't want to abuse them anymore. The elders were all told they were demons, so they didn't have the power to speak up, to come out. Didn't want to come out. What the hell, man? The only reason why they all came out during lockdown the first time round is because I've broken free of all this bullshit. And it's actually positive that I can work through the mental health system because I've left behind all the garbage. So it's not just physically smashing the tapes. Physically smashing the tapes represents the fact that I've passed on. My old life is gone. My new life starts now.
you see, the psychologist will not acknowledge these are demons.
A psychologist will not acknowledge poltergeists, demons, voodoo, witches, high priests, vampires. I wonder why. How long would Bill Snifflin last with a psychiatric report? Well, Bill Snifflin is schizophrenic. He's a compulsive liar. It's a mental disorder. So there's the answer. But because he's a Christian and he lived as a vampire for 3 years, therefore he's right and you're wrong. Yeah, okay.
The moment the psychologist acknowledges these are demons, a great part of his business disappears.
You want the psychologist to make up bullshit. Okay, cool.
Because he's got to move in the power of God, or she's got to move in the power of God. So man will
I must tell my psychiatrist the next time I see her, you must be working in the power of God.
not acknowledge the spiritual world that exists. So on the
You're fired!
on the television just the other night, they had a woman there with 23 personalities, and they had a psychologist speaking to each of these personalities. This was in Australia, that vampire case, the woman who drank the blood. I don't know whether you saw it. Now, each of those...
Was that Bill Sniffler? In reality, just being real for a second, for 2 or 3 elders to come out in the session, you sleep the rest of the day. It's just so exhausting. So I don't believe all 23, but there's no facts in here. He doesn't rely on facts, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, cool, awesome, thanks.
personalities were speaking to this psychologist, but he was so blind spiritually, he couldn't acknowledge there were other personalities.
No, you're supposed to say there were demons. Didn't acknowledge they were demons, Bill. You stuffed up your line there, buddy.
There were other spirit beings that had come in under that Jezebelic spirit to live within that person.
So demons are spirit beings that live under the leadership of the Jezebel spirit. I'll write this down.
Oh, how blind men will be. All right. Therefore, I'm suggesting to you, you often see that mother-child combination that I spoke of earlier, the pagan type of thing, the Jezebelic power, and then below it, the child.
The fuck has that got to do with schizophrenia or dissociative identity disorder? Do you care about the pedophile that created the multiples? Are you gonna go and campaign against them or do anything positive? Are you just gonna blame the victim as demon possessed? Of course you are.
When you come to deliver people. Then astrology, she gave her astrology this power. Verse 13, let them talk
Blah, blah.
liberation. A child's like humility
shit.
stars. Then increasingly world society will label as good the fruits of Jezebel. That's woman's liberation. I'm talking extreme liberation. Power.
For all you feminists out there, block your ears.
Will label as good the fruits of Jezebel. That's woman's liberation. I'm talking extreme liberation. Homosexuality and the occult.
So, Jezebel makes homosexual lesbians who are feminists. I'm trying to... Yeah, don't.
Dead children, because Jezebel is allowed to tear up our homes, even within our churches. Couldn't I say? Allowed to tear up our homes, even within our churches. All right. Now, often a woman who takes on this Jezebelic type assumes the male role and may take on masculine characteristics.
Butch lesbians.
She may begin to walk and gesture like a man, cut her hair in a masculine style, dress in masculine tailored suits, and develop a deep masculine voice.
Or because of demonic possession.
These traits are demonically acquired.
Right.
Jezebel is often found in the business world, sometimes in the home, and also in the church. So what I'm suggesting to you today is that one of the strong spirits, the strong man, is Jezebel.
Okay, that's enough. What a lot of bullshit. I used to believe all this garbage. I used to hate Shelby Spong. I used to spend my life hating, being full of hate, full of anger. I picked up someone and threw them across the room and they hit the wall and fell to the ground. I was so angry. I don't want to ever be that person again. Thank God I'm out of it. Well, Subritzky is over and done with. I'm moving on with my life. I don't care anymore. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.